Hey everybody, it's Victoria Marie, and I am back with my first ever product review. And I just recently purchased this cool little tool. It's called a photo sleeve fuse, and this is from We Are Memory Keepers. Now, for those of you who are interested in doing pocketed scrapbooking, one of the things that you noticed is that the pocketed scrapbook page protectors, this is not a pocketed one, this is just a regular protector. But the ones that have the different divided pockets only come in certain types of styles and sizes of pockets. And what this particular tool allows you to do is to create your own pockets according to the style of the layout that you want to do for your pocketed scrapbooking, as well as a way for you to fuse in or fuse your pockets shut, or to cut a slit in them to make it easy to get things in and out. And what I was attracted to most about this tool is that there are some artifacts and things that I want to be able to keep in my scrapbooks, but I don't want them to fall out. So I really like the fuse element of this particular tool. So in this product review, I am going to open it up, show you what's all included in this product, and then also I'm going to test it out for the first time to see how I like it, and then show you a scrapbook page or a pocketed scrapbook page that I create using the tool. So be back in a second. Okay, so the Pocket Fuse tool is actually quite affordable. I got mine at a cherry on top, and I think I paid less than $30 for it. But you can get this for about 29 bucks. And then they also sell the We Are Memory Keepers 12 by 12 sleeves, photo sleeves, or page protectors, rather, photo sleeves, page protectors that you can purchase. This just happens to be a We Are Memory Keepers one, but they have some that you can use with this tool. And then they also sell the little sleeves for the 4x6 photos, where you can do sort of a cascade of your photos on your page if you're into that. Alrighty, so the product comes in this packaging, and it's very easy to open. I've actually opened it already. And let's show you what you get with this product. So inside, if it'll come out, this I've actually opened it, but this is attached to the front part of the branding, so you can just kind of tear that off with the instructions. And then all of the elements, and so you get the ruler that's actually also serves as a guide, so when you're fusing things across your page, it'll help you keep your line straight. Then the actual, let me move this out the way. Okay, so I realized when I was filming, I was off angle to show you this and how you put the applicator on. Okay, so let's try that again. So this is the actual fuse tool, and it's very ergonomic, as I mentioned, and this is the bit that you're going to hold. This section here is going to get very hot, and I just used it, so I'm not going to touch it. But you did want to grip it and hold it right here, and it's very comfortable, very easy to use, and this tool is extremely lightweight, so you're not straining yourself. Of course, you get a generous amount of cord here, which is great. You also get a stand, and so it allows for your tool to rest because it is heated. You do want to make sure, and I think I'll mention this in a little bit, to get a heat-safe mat. You want to either use glass or something that you don't mind, getting punctured by the heat of the tool. You also have this photo sleeve fuse ruler, and it measures, looks like, to about 6 inches. In any event, it has a slit right here in the middle that you can use as a guide when you're fusing your pages. And then of course you have the different fuse tips, and so this is one of the tips, and this is the fuse tip itself, and it's has this little rolly end here that will just simply glide across your page. And then you have the cutting tip. So say for instance, you want to create a pocket, but maybe you want to be able to get an artifact out of the pocket or a photo, you want to change it or do something different, then you're going to attach this tip on here to simply cut. You add a little bit of pressure, not too much, because you don't want to cut through the entire page protector. Now, what's not included, of course, you're going to need to use some type of pliers of some sort, because when you put these on and you're trying to switch between the two in use, those tips are going to be very, very, very hot. And so you want to be able to have something that you can unscrew them and set them to the side and not touch them, because you will burn yourself. Okay, so you simply just take this tool, and since I'm re-recording this because I was off angle, and I hope I'm on angle now. So what you want to do is just take your tip and you just want to screw it in to your tool. Now, of course, when it's cool, you don't want to plug it in until you have your tip in. When it's cool, you can just go ahead and do that with your hand. Again, I'm just using my pliers because I had just used that and it was still a little bit warm. And then, of course, when you're in use and you want to change the tips, you just simply unscrew it. At any point when you're using the tool, you do want to make sure that you put it on its rest so it doesn't roll around on your table and burn other things. Okay, and this tip is perfectly designed so that it'll fit right along in this slit, and so it'll glide and it'll keep your glide nice, straight, and steady. Now, on the back of this, and I may mention this a little bit later as well, is it has these little rubber circles here, these little dots, and that will prevent it from gliding across your page. Okay, so now I'm going to actually go and we're going to go to the part of the video where I actually show you how to use this. Okay, so now the tool is all heated up and we're ready to go. And so simply all you need to get is a photo sleeve, and you can, or page protector. And the cool thing about this is you can create any type of design that you want. So you just simply put in your photo sleeve, the different size pages or photos or pattern paper. I'm simply just going to show you with some white cardstock with my little stick figure family here. And so you can put in different size papers, you can do diagonals, you can do all kinds of stuff with this, and that's the really cool thing about this. You can just totally create something that's unique to you. You can put different keepsakes into a pocket and fuse it in there. So this looks like it's going to be a fun tool to use. So what I'm going to do, and based off the videos that I saw on YouTube, which I'll link some videos to this in the description down below, is you're going to put whatever items that you want into your page protector here, and you want to leave some room there for the fusing, and you create any type of pattern or any type of design that you want. Okay, so I'm going to take these out since I'm trying this for the first time. I like to be careful. Okay, and so I'm going to fuse in my picture of my stick family here. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, what if I don't want that completely fused in? What if I want an opening? Well, that's what this tip is for. So say, for instance, I go ahead and I fuse in my photo, but then I'm like, I might want to change this photo, or I might want to put in a different photo. You can simply just put this applicator tip into the tool, and then you would just use it to cut a line there, and then your pocket's open. Or if you need to get something out of a pocket, you can certainly do that. Okay, so the next thing, according to the instructions, is you're going to take your photo sleeve fuse ruler, and you want to position it so that this little opening here comes right at the top of the item that you want to fuse. So I'm going to start on the long end, and I'm sorry I don't have a close-up because I'm filming with my iPad and I don't know how to do that. Okay, so I want to determine, I want to put it right here on the edge so I know when it's done. I'm going to put that right on the seam of my photo or whatever element that I'm trying to fuse in. And of course, this side is already fused. Alrighty, so let me see. I'm sorry, this is not a more sophisticated video, but I thought it'd be more fun to film this when I was trying it out for the first time. Okay, and so next, what they tell us is you're going to take your tool and you're simply going to run it right here. It's nice and slow. And what that's going to do is it's going to fuse that pocket close. And I'm going to stop right here because that should be the end. I'm going to take that off. And voila, it is fused. That's pretty cool. Now, one of the things I do suggest, this is probably not the best surface to do this on. You do want to use something that is heat resistant. So I suggest probably a glass cutting mat or some other mat that's heat resistant, because I've already kind of messed up my mat a bit. I'm getting a new mat anyway, so I don't care about this one. Okay, so now I'm going to, I think I've already discovered that I want to leave a little bit of room. I'm going to put that right here, in between the item that I want to fuse and the actual fuse line. So I'm going to line this up again, and I know whereabouts where I need to stop it, so I'm going to go ahead and run my fuse tool again. And you know, I don't have an eye for straight, so this may not always be too perfect for me, but that's okay. I'm going to have to practice. So there you go. It's all fused in. Okay, so let me put my tool back on its little holder here. So then you can just proceed in adding more items to your pocket. So let me try this one. This is actually a pretty fun little tool here. Let's see. If you're like me and you don't have an eye for straight, you'll probably have to fiddle with this for a little bit to kind of get it the way that you want. But so far, so good. I am liking this. Me likey a whole lot. All right, let's try this side. This is so cool. I don't know about you guys, but I love tools. I will pick a tool over paper or embellishments any day. I just love these things. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure that's lined up. And I'm a little bit type A, so I gotta make sure that's lined up really good. Okay, let's try that. Not bad. Not bad. Now you do want to remember to place your tool back in its holder and be very careful because it's very hot. Okay, what if I want something a little bit smaller? Put it down here. And of course you can place it with as much spacing that you want, as you want. Okay. There we go. This is a fun little tool. I'm loving this. Okay. So I want to get that lined up. And let's fuse again. Stop it. And of course this is light, this little tool, it's very portable. You can take this to crops, impress your friends, convince them to go get one. I ordered mine from Cherry on Top, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Of course other retailers sell them as well. Okay, so I'm gonna get that lined up. I can already tell that's probably going to be an issue for me because I don't have an eye for straight. So, alrighty, and then how about we do one more? Okay, for those of you who have already purchased this product, like, stop hoarding it and get it out and use it. What are you waiting for? Alright. I tend to be very linear, so I probably won't be doing a whole lot of the funky designs like other scrapbookers might be doing. But can you imagine? I mean, you can just create all kinds of designs with this thing. You don't have to be limited to what's currently on the market. And it just makes it much easier for you to do all kinds of fun stuff. You can do a shaker pocket, add some sequins or some glitter, and then you can fuse that and seal it up. Some keepsakes. I'm working on my daughter's baby album, and so there are some things like our hospital bracelet and a lock of her hair and all those things that I want to keep protected, that I didn't quite know how I was going to do that outside of buying the individual protective pockets and envelopes, and that can get kind of expensive. Okay. Do that. So this is very easy to use. It glides very easily. You don't want to press down on it. And the pockets do stay fused. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on it in order for it to go. Okay, so how about that? And I could probably do a more sophisticated design if I really wanted to, you know, be fancy, but this was just for demonstration purposes. Now, of course, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can do this page at a diagonal. That would be fun. Do some cool things. Do different pockets. Of course, you're not limited to just this 12 by 12. You can do it on 8.5 by 11, a 6 by 6. Some of the smaller ones, like the 4 by 4 pages now, and create the little tiny Instagram photo pockets, or whatever they're called now. But in any event, all that to say that you have a lot of options with this tool. So now, say for instance, as I mentioned earlier, if you decide not to fuse something shut, or if you want to change it, you want to be able to get an artifact out that you fused in, you simply just attach the cutting tip to your device, and then to the tool, and then you just glide it to where you want an opening. You add a tiny bit of pressure, not too much pressure, or else it'll cut straight through your pocket. So let me see if I can do that. So again, since the tool is on, I'm going to use my needle nose pliers and take the fusing tip off, as to not to burn myself, because that would not be good. I don't know about you, but I have burnt myself many times on a what do you call, hot glue gun. That's not fun at all. Okay, and it's magnetized, so you can stick it in there and it'll hold. So I'm just twisting my tool while holding that tip steady. Now I'm going to give that a minute to sort of heat up a little bit, and it shouldn't take long for that one to heat up. I'm going to twist it till it's tight. Okay, I'm going to give that a minute to heat up. And it looks like it might be ready. Okay, so you can take your ruler, and say this pocket I didn't want to have fused anymore. So I'm going to set my ruler in the spot where I want to cut and create that slit. So I put that just a tiny bit here to the top. I'm going to take my tool, apply a tiny bit of pressure, and run that across. Okay, and then it created the slit for me, if you can see that. Now I can get that out if I wanted to, or the artifact or whatever that's in there. Okay, so there you go. And it doesn't appear as though when you cut it that you'll be able to fuse it again. So if you're going to cut it, it's going to be cut, it looks like, from what I can remember from the instructional videos. So let me set my tool down so I don't burn myself. Okay, so let me see if I can get that a little bit closer up so you can see it. So there we go. So that's open now. Okay, so cool. All right, guys, I don't know. I think this is pretty handy. I think that We Are Memory Keepers is becoming more inventive with their products. I've always used their products, and I think this is one that was probably widely requested. It allows you to personalize your pages a whole lot more than what we were able to do before. Of course, you can personalize any size pages. I'm going to post some links to the We Are Memory Keepers website so you can look at all of the products that are available that you can use with this tool. If you have any questions, just post it down below. I'm going to continue to play with this, and I think my next process video, I'm going to use this tool, so look for that to come at some point this week. And yeah, so if you have any questions, put it below. I encourage you to grab this tool, fairly inexpensive, less than 30 bucks. I got mine on cherry on top, but you can get them at other retailers as well. Okay, so that was fun. Until next time, guys, I can't talk. It's late. Until next time, have a great night.